Hey everyone, this is Barry Wright III. It's about 5:55 on Saturday morning, and I'm up at this wonderful hour because I have to get dressed and ready to go to a conference for work. It's one of those things where you need to be wearing a shirt and tie for, and I have an interesting problem today in that I will need to then immediately afterwards go see some friends, and I don't want to be wearing a shirt and tie. I want to be wearing something a little more casual, a little more interesting, a little more stylish, and I don't have time to come back here and change. So in this episode, I'm going to show you some tricks for turning a formal outfit into a casual one on the fly in maybe a few minutes. So stay tuned. I'm going to go grab a shower and shave, and I'll be back to let you know how this is going to work. Now you might be asking the question, why do this? Why go through all the effort of changing from a shirt and tie? Your friends know you. They're not going to be upset if you're wearing a shirt and tie. And I know my friends are that way. They're not going to be like, oh, what are you doing, Barry? They understand. Oh, my waffles are done. They understand, how I dress. They know they're not going to make a judgment on me just because I come, over to hang out wearing a shirt and tie. It's not something like that. And I know your friends aren't that way either. It's not a big deal. Let me grab a paper towel real quick. Waffles and peanut butter, the breakfast of champions. So, don't get all worked up about it. It's not something that is absolutely necessary to do. I like doing it because I like controlling the way I look, and honestly I like the challenge of it. I like, the puzzle of it. Fashion is interesting to me, which is why I have this website, why I talk about things like this. And I just want to show other people what's available so that they don't think that they're bound by the situation they're put in, going from a conference directly to see a friend. They have control over what they look like, even in situations that it might not seem like they would. But I know some of you are probably out there saying, well, come on, Barry, just get on with it. And so I will, now that I've done that explanation. The first item that I want to mention is always be aware of what is seen and what is not seen. When you're wearing a button-up shirt, people always say, oh, you got to wear a white undershirt, or, that's just people what they have in their closets. And that's an opportunity that you can use for some versatility. Right now I'm wearing this kind of V-neck pattern t-shirt from Banana Republic, picked it up off clearance for $10, and it is not going to be seen underneath, an opaque button-down shirt. So I can wear whatever the heck I want underneath of that, and nobody's going to notice. So if I want something more casual later in the day, I can hide that underneath a more formal piece of clothing and use that to my advantage. And when dealing with these kind of situations, it's all about versatility. For example, if you want to change your shoes, which I'm going to do because it's hard to turn a formal shoe into a casual shoe, you want to wear socks that'll match both shoes. Right now I've got ones that have a brown and black and a gray stripe. And since I'm wearing gray pants, it's going to match with both my brown shoes and my black shoes, which I'm going to be wearing today. Reversible belts. Most stores will carry reversible belts, and unless you're getting like a special belt, like a white belt or a colored belt or a pattern belt, there's almost no reason not to get reversible because it's two belts for the price of one, and it gives you that freedom to make changes in your outfit on the fly, and that's a really comforting thing to have. It's very easy to move around when you have some things that can interchange like that. Everyone, about to head downtown in about 10 minutes. I wanted to give you a quick look at the work side outfit. Got a purple shirt with a purple tie, pretty simple look. Finish that off with some gray pants and brown belt, brown shoe with a brown, black, and gray striped sock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to head downtown, do my little conference thing, and I'm going to take with me 3 things for the transformation from work to casual. And the first one's not surprising. It's a different pair of shoes. You'll see those when I get down there and change. And the other 2 are a little different. One's just kind of a wristband, a little piece of accessorizing that will change the tone of the outfit. And the last piece is a piece of yellow chalk. And you'll see what we do with that a little bit later on. So I'm going to head down, get my work on, and I will see you all in a few hours, my time, a few seconds your time. Hey everyone, just got out of the conference thing and ready to change over to the casual clothes for today. First step pretty straightforward. Just take off the tie. Gonna lose that. It'll come back later, don't worry. We're gonna unbutton the collar. Again, showing that patterned V-neck shirt that we had before. Roll up the sleeves. Something really simple to do. And while I'm doing that, let's get a good look at the shoe I was talking about. You can see I got the purple laces to match the shirt. Neat little kind of creative bit there. We'll put those on in a second. Roll the sleeves up to the elbow. That is a pretty standard way, you know, even in the office where you might make things a little bit more casual. And then I will pull out those two secret weapon pieces that I had, reverse the belt, and I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do with that chalk in just a moment. Probably want to get somewhere after I drive a little bit. Before I do that, pull out a simple little wristband, and you know, obviously a wristband with metal studs on it is something you would rarely see at the office, that's for sure. And so get it on here. That adds a automatic layer of casualness to any outfit, you know, that kind of quote-unquote rocker look, even though it's not really my vibe there. That's okay. It's just going to make everything very casual, and any formal-looking pieces automatically gain an air of casualness when you do something like that. So I'm going to drive off for a minute. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the chalk, and we'll be back in a sec. Well, it looks like Mr. Casual made it home okay. Good day as expected, and what I hope you get out of this is that if you're willing to put versatile, interchangeable parts into your wardrobe and not have the fear to mess around with things a little bit, you can get some really cool things to happen, and you're given a lot more freedom in how you dress and what your image is. So, speaking of really cool things, the tie on my head is an idea that I got from a blog comment from somebody named Geronimo, which is awesome, by the way. And he mentioned something that I completely overlooked, which is using the tie as a headband, and not really sure why I didn't think of it. You know, bandanas and ties are all pretty similar, and this is very much a bandana type application. I think it looks pretty sweet, especially matching with the purple shirt. I didn't expect it to look as good as it did. Obviously, it's a little more of a quirky type thing, but it's a lot of fun, and I don't think it looks half bad. So thanks, Geronimo, and hopefully that'll encourage the rest of you to speak up this week. My question this time for y'all is, what would you put in an emergency style kit? Say some, you know, small box that you would put in your car or have one in your house. If some kind of event came up, kind of like what happened today, where you need to make a style change really quickly, what are 4 or 5 or even 1 or 2 items that you would want to have available to you if you needed to get a quick hit of style or hit of your personal fashion in your life? So tell me what you think you might include. If you want to include a video response, you have to reply to that on YouTube. And either way, thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon. Take it easy.